Hey everybody, good morning or good afternoon. I just wanted to show you, I grilled a skirt steak or flank steak, um, some people call it skirt, some say flank. And I just have it resting here. I think I may have, usually like it medium. I think I left it on too long. And I just like to cut it this way just so that you get more servings out of it. And so what I'm gonna do now is just slice it, and it's perfect. See, it's perfect. So now I just do really thin slices against the grain, really thin against the grain, and you get some tender pieces that way. And I like to do it at a somewhat of a diagonal. And then I just make a little olive oil and crushed pepper mixed together and throw it on there. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so you don't want to overcook it. I know some people like their steaks well done, but you don't want to overcook it because then it gets tough. Okay, plus to me, when you overcook it, when it's well done, I feel like the nutrients, you lose some of the nutrients as well. Okay, I mean, it's not something that you're gonna have every day. Well, not for me, but every now and then, All right, so we're almost done. And all I did was, you're season with whatever you want to season it with. Of course, the ends are, always almost well done. But when I season it, I always go back to my trusted Montreal Montreal steak. Then I'm putting it in here. This is where I had it resting. Just put it in here. Okay. Just put everything in here. You try to do it as neat as possible. Yeah, it doesn't have to be. Okay. Now, I'm going to slice that up too, but for the sake of time, I'm going to show you what I put. Especially if you like spicy. So I'm going to do some with and some without. This is just regular pepper flakes. So I do pepper flakes there. And just sprinkle some olive oil. And then I just take that and just lay it all over that. Or sometimes you can just put it all, you could just take the steak itself and just rub it all over and put it back in, that kind of thing. But like this, put it back in. Sometimes I do that, just so it absorbs everything. Okay, and then just for time, I have also, I made some mashed potatoes in the Insta pot. And let me get this out of the way so you could see it. I just put about a cup in the Insta pot. If you have an Insta pot, that's my mashed potatoes. In the Insta pot, if you have one, you just put a cup of, you have to use the the rack at the bottom. I just cut my potatoes in half because they were kind of, you know, average to small sizes, and put them in the put the rack in, then put a cup of chicken stock in there in the bottom of the pan. And after the chicken stock, or you could use water if you don't have chicken stock, and then put about a tablespoon of salt, a teaspoon rather, of salt. And if I would say use about a teaspoon and a half of salt if you don't have chicken stock, if you're not using chicken stock. And then, let me unplug this. Okay. And then you pressure it for, I would say, I think it's 10 minutes. And then you pour in a cup of warm milk or hot milk, and mash it with your masher, or you can also use your mixer, depending, your hand mixer, and depending if you want it how creamy, if you want it more creamier than this. Okay, and so with that, I always put a little serve it with a little melted butter on top. And I also did have some fresh parsley here that I'm cutting up. And just to show you how I would garnish this. Just, you know, just for presentation. Okay? And that's our mashed potatoes. That's our mashed potatoes. And I'm gonna finish slicing this for you so I could show you. And I'm gonna make, I think I'm gonna do a corn and avocado and corn rather, salad to go with this, the vegetables. And you always cut against the grain with skirt steak. If you cut along the grain, because the grain is going this way, so you always cut against it, because if you don't, you'll be chewing for days. But when you cut against it, it's so tender. That's if you don't overcook it. Okay. Alrighty. So we're done here. Okay. So now I am going to save this. I'm going to put all this in here. There we go. And it's always about presentation. Well, for me. Okay, and got some extra parsley here. So why not sprinkle it on top? Okay. I don't really care for gravy with my mashed potatoes. I just eat my mashed potatoes and whatever meat. All right, so that's our mashed potatoes. Let me just rinse my hands well. Okay, so that's our skirt steak. Okay, we got the spicy over here and the regular over there. And this is our Instapot mashed potatoes. Okay, all right, and that's it. Okay, guys, I will show you the avocado salad when it's all done. All right, after I prepare it. All right, guys, have a good one. All right, bye-bye.